Welcome back to Ripe Avocados. Today we're going to review Control C plus Control V, aka How to Train Your Dragon, the live action remake. And before we jump into it, just make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Ripe Avocados, at Ripe Avocados Podcast on YouTube, on TikTok, on everything. So go give us a follow, leave a comment if you like what you see, or leave a comment if you hate what you see. We're going to review How to Train Your Dragon, the live-action remake, starring Bryce Hall.
Daydream, I fell asleep amid the flowers for a couple of hours on a beautiful day.
How to Train Your Dragon, if you've seen the animated version, you've seen this movie. It's the exact same storyline.
And that's a summary.
Word for word, bar for bar. But yeah, I mean, on the off chance you haven't seen How to Train Your Dragon, easily summed up, it is about Vikings, a Viking boy who doesn't like killing things. He's kind of a pussy, hiccup. And he ends up finding a dragon, or actually hitting it out the sky with his medieval contraption, and clipped its wing, and ends up loving it, training it, hence the movie How to Train Your Dragon.
Like you said, nothing changes. They literally copy-pasted this movie, but to be honest, we're going to probably like most of the aspects of it, but if you're new to the channel, now we're going to score it, our 4 categories, so we'll start with the entertainment. I went 7.2 here out of 10. Everything is out of 10.
Wow, I went 8.6.
Okay. And I went 6.8 for characters.
I went 8.4.
Okay. I'm not trolling. I went 8.4 for cinematography.
I went 8.5 for cinematography.
Fuck. And then I went 7.5 for the writing.
I went 0.1 for the writing.
I was gonna do 7.5 for every category, but then I was like, all right, that's not that good.
No, so I just deducted like a full point for each category except for writing, because it's the exact same story. So I can't.
It's plagiarism.
Like it gets a 0.1 for kind of switching the characters a little bit.
Yeah, don't plagiarize anything, kids. So let's talk about the entertainment. The live action remake saga, they all suck, and this is definitely the best one that I've seen. To Rachel Zegler's dismay, I did not make it into theaters to catch Snow White on opening weekend.
So we don't know how good that one
Yeah,
was,
so
but
actually, we'll put an asterisk. It's probably the best live action remake of all time.
what are some of the worst?
Again, we haven't seen Snow White, so we can't comment on that. It's probably... Oh, I mean, like, Avatar The Last Airbender sticks out.
Oh yeah, that's fucking horrendous.
That's right up there.
The live action version of like any anime ever too
Cats?
are usually pretty trash. Cats. Cats started COVID. Do you know that? That started the pandemic.
Yeah, that was... I never saw that one, actually, so I don't know if I can comment on that. But I've seen a clip on...
We haven't done a horror movie in a while, so we should review Cats.
I don't know. I mean, the last Airbender one was really bad. They're all really bad, though. And
Yeah.
to this movie's... We're talking about the entertainment of How to Train Your Dragon. This movie was pretty solid, and you and I both liked... I assumed you liked the animated version, no?
I love the animated
Yeah,
version.
me too.
I think it's one of the best animated movies of all time.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there. And this is not as good as that movie. It's not. But it's pretty good. And that's why I went a 7.2. If we did the animated version on this channel, I'd probably go like 9.2 maybe, or 8, high 8s probably, right around that realm. And to me, in terms of this category, one of the things that just makes it worse is how ridiculous some of these animations. I can't really think of a synonym for this, but the animations look so weird when you're just using CGI mixed with an actual human being. It looks way cooler in the movie when Stoic is bare knuckle punching dragons, but when he's scaled to a real human size and just punching a green screen, it looks hilariously fun. Like, not great. It's doesn't hold the same juice.
And that's the thing too. In the cartoons, I also gave this like a full point less than the animated version. I just think the animated version is top tier, and this is again the exact same movie but live action. And there's only so much you can do in live action before it starts getting weird. To your point, Stoic bare knuckling the fucking dragon. Like in the animated version, he's so much bigger than everyone. Like when you compare him to Hiccup, Hiccup's like a toothpick. Mm-hmm. But in this movie, you can't scale Gerard Butler too big because then it just looks so fucking weird. You know what I'm saying?
You have to cast like Gronk as Stoic, and it would still look weird because he's not fat.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you need like Eddie Hall or someone like that. Like you need someone ridiculously big.
Yeah,
but on top of that, the reason why I feel like sometimes it's hard to transfer the animated version to the live action version is the facial expressions when they're making jokes or having reactions to certain things. It's totally different in the animated version. It's, again, animated, so like giant eyeballs can appear versus a live action version where they try to like have over the top emotions and it just doesn't really work.
Yeah, I agree. And then there's also a part of me that knows the jokes they're going to tell because I've seen the movie many times to where they don't really land. And if they don't deliver the joke as well as the animated version, it's just not as funny to me. But there was maybe one or two times during the movie where I actually thought the in-person version was a little, or the live action was a little better. But very much nitpicking. Well, I was just rewatching the animated version, and when Hiccup tells his dad that he doesn't want to kill dragons anymore, it's funny in the animated movie, but I thought the live action version was actually a little funnier. But that was basically it, and that's not going to push it above the animated version whatsoever. We should probably talk about Toothless too. He just doesn't look as good in this version. It's hard to make him show facial expressions as well and move around. He's not acting. This is it's a real dragon. That's why it was so hard to not cast Tom Cruise as Stoic.
I was just gonna say.
No, Tom Cruise was actually not linked to this movie, but we wish he was. It would have been. I probably would have given it a higher score than the animated version if Tom Cruise was Stoic. But no, honestly, I thought Gerard Butler was great.
That would be ridiculous. He's literally just his Top Gun Maverick character, but in How to Train Your Dragon.
The most ridiculous part is I don't think Tom Cruise can grow facial hair.
No.
I don't think I've ever seen.
Also, Tom Cruise is like 5'3", so...
Allegedly. He's 5'9" on his Wikipedia page. I think. I don't know.
Interesting.
So that's probably a good transition to the characters. I did like Stoic in this version. I actually thought he was pretty good, pretty much right on par with the other one, and crazy enough, it's the same actor that plays him. So that part was good to me, but I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of the casting of the 9th member of the Sway House as as Hiccup. Maybe, you know what it also is too is we're obviously going to compare this a ton to the animated version, but Jay Baruchel, how do you pronounce his last name?
Oh yeah, I don't know how you pronounce it, but I know who you're talking about.
The like 5th coolest guy in the Seth Rogen circle. He has a very distinctive voice that I recognize as Hiccup. And a part of me thinks that like Braden, whatever his name is. What I shouldn't be shitting on this
Braden
guy.
Hall.
Whatever, yeah. This guy was actually not a bad actor by any means.
No,
I just think
he's fantastic.
it looks pretty funny to me when you copy paste his hair from the animated version, and then you realize, holy shit.
I mean, that's pretty much like every Disney prince in any movie ever.
Yeah, agreed.
Like Flynn Rider is also, he's like the number 2 guy in this White House.
Yeah. Yeah, Bryce Hall just doesn't pass for me as the best Hiccup because I just don't think he has that distinctive voice, and I actually think the actor did no research on this, but I'm assuming the actor was just trying to make his voice sound like Jay Baruchel's. So it was fine. I honestly thought the acting was pretty mid in the beginning part of the movie, but it could have just been me comparing it to the animated version, because the more I watched it, the later on towards the end of the movie, I thought that the acting overall was pretty solid. It wasn't bothering me or anything.
You think the director just sent the actor for Hiccup a link to the animated movie? It was just like, give this a watch. Take notes.
He opened it. It was like, please sign up for Netflix, $9.99 a month. He's like, what the fuck?
or no ads for $7.99. He's like, nah, I don't know about that.
He gave him his user and password, and he was like, dude, I can't get in. He's like, yeah, sorry, you're gonna have to get the free trial.
He's calling up the fat kid from Deadpool like, yo, can I bum your Netflix?
Probably. I mean, you don't have to waste paper printing out a bunch of lines. I don't know. It'd be funny to interview one of those actors and see how much they've watched the original movie, because they all grew up during that era, so I'm sure they've all seen it. But yeah, no, that's probably the characters. I'm trying to think. I mean, Astrid was fine.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't like how they changed the twins up.
Yeah. No,
I didn't like the fat twin.
Why?
No hate. No hate.
Why?
No judgment.
Did you like the skinny twins? Or the
So
skinnier
much.
twin?
Way more.
Interesting. Interesting.
No, because he's a dude. No, because no, for real. I don't know. The twins were just a lot funnier to me in the animated version, and I think it was because of their reactions to jokes. And again, like the facial reactions you can animate can be so much crazier than real life.
Yeah.
So
it seemed like the fat twin took her job so seriously too, and no hate, I can't act, but she just seemed like she was trying to do the most to get her 5 lines to be really memorable, and I don't remember any of them. But I do remember the go line was good. They replicated that scene directly. That's my favorite part of the original movie, when Toothless and Hiccup go ham. And we should just talk about that, because this is a good part of the characters. I mean, it is a copy-pasted movie, but the Toothless Hiccup connection is so fucking sick, because it's not a crazy out there character mold combination we haven't seen before. It's just insecure, weaker guy gets buddied up with alpha dude who has something go wrong to where he's not alpha dude anymore. And that
also
pairing,
flies and breathes fire.
I should have more examples off the top of my head, but one that comes to mind, 21 Jump Street, Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill, right? It's the same.
Central Intelligence, Kevin Hart and The Rock.
Yeah, another great one, right? That
what else? Ratatouille, Remy and the chef.
yeah, that's a great one too. Reacher and the Black Cop.
Bosco. Oh. Wait, what's the girl? Oh, Roscoe.
Roscoe. That's her first and last
from
name.
season 1.
Yeah.
Roscoe. I thought it was Roscoe Dash.
No. That's no hands. God. All right. So yeah, that mold is cool. It still plays well, and none of these characters ruined the movie in any way, and that's sort of the theme that some actors and actresses should probably take for advice. I'm not going to say names. DreamWorks literally just took the script, didn't change a thing, and they're doing very well in the box office because they're not taking an original piece of content that they made and fucking ruining it. And they didn't do that, and that's why this movie, character-wise and entertainment-wise, we liked. Cinematography, we'll move on to that. I think it was solid. I went 8-4 here. The score for me is where I really just connect well with this movie. That main theme song is so good. So fucking good. I don't even think I can name another song in the movie, but they play that one a lot, and it hits all the time.
Dude, I genuinely love the animation in this. I thought the animation was fantastic. And again, I've kind of low-key shit on this movie a little bit throughout this podcast, but I do want to say I did enjoy it. It's just not as good as the animated version. Yeah. But that being said, along those same lines, Toothless, I thought Toothless was very cute in this movie. Not as cute as the animated version, but they did a good job. And again, with Toothless, it's all about animating the eyes, the big eyes, and just like how cute he is and then how fierce he is at the same time. They did a great job in this, and the music was fantastic. Again, I don't know. There wasn't much else to cinematography, I guess, that I could add. Everything looked clean. Well, just not as good.
I mean, the final boss dragon, I wrote down, looked sort of like the final boss in God of War 3 or something.
Have you ever played that game?
No, but I've seen the trailers for the types of beasts that Kratos fights, and this thing looked really fucking fake to me. I mean, I know it's not real. Don't tell Tom Cruise that. But I just, for whatever reason, I thought this dragon looked extremely fake. It looked like something I would see on one of those YouTube channels that just does VFX shit in their free time. But I'm picking at straws here. It didn't look exactly like the one in the animated movie. I thought that one looked a little cooler. But
well, duh.
But honestly, though, what's the second scariest dragon that they talk about? The one that lights itself on fire?
Oh, I don't remember the names of them, but I know what you're the red one, right?
Yeah, that one looked way cooler in this movie, I thought. And I was shocked at, well, this one didn't shock me, but I get very attuned to watching Game of Thrones and How to Train Your Dragon, where all those dragons are like just trying to kill everything that it sees. And it's funny when you see that specific dragon looked almost like something out of that show, but it's just a kids movie, and I don't know. Yeah. I don't really need to know.
There were some scary scenes though. There were some jump scares that like kind of got me in this movie. Well, Grant, so I was also front row IMAX, so
okay.
So any loud noise, I was just like, Jesus. So maybe that's kind of what got me, but I can't remember exactly. Oh, when Toothless like scales up the wall, when Hiccup's like peeping around.
Okay. That scared you?
I don't know. Yeah, that shit got me.
Maybe
I'm a pussy. I don't know.
I sat in row E.
You're kind of giving off that vibe right now. Row E? Oh, yeah. So you were in the back.
No, I was in like the middle. Sorry, my chair's making noise. But I don't know.
Yeah,
it didn't really scare me. I thought it was just solid. Overall solid movie. We could talk about the writing now, but it's going to probably be a minute long. It's a copy-paste version. The writing of the original movie was fucking amazing. Probably 8. I mean, it's hard to put animated movie writing scores super high, but I would probably say it's around an 8.5.
I would agree.
Yeah,
I think I knocked off a solid 8 or 9 points from my score.
Yeah, this movie was really good. If you haven't seen How to Train Your Dragon before, don't watch this one first. Just watch the animated one first, and then go pay the same director money to watch it in theaters if you want to do that, like Sean and I did.
Nah. You don't need to watch this in theaters, but it's a fun movie.
Yeah.
But just like, I don't know. They should just re-release the animated one or something.
They just should stop making live action remakes forever.
Yeah. For real.
And this isn't this movie is not bad, but is the best one, and it's Well, I'll tell you in a second what we're gonna score it. The most accurate movie reviews on the internet, so believe everything you see here.
Dude, you ever watch Death Note, that anime?
I've seen parts of it. Friends watched it. Yeah.
They did a live action remake of that, and that shit was fucking buns.
There's anime in particular is crazy when they're like Jujutsu Kaisening through space with like the blue and white lights all around them. That you can't make that look cool with real people. It just doesn't.
You also can't have like tiny women with H-cup breasts just bouncing around.
No, their shirt never breaks. So on that note, right on cue, we gave this a 6.9. That is right.
Perfect.
Stamp it. Solid movie. We'll do Snow White in the coming weeks. We're never doing that, but if you want a reference point...
Also, it should be higher, to be fair. I brought it down a lot with my 0.1 rating.
Nah, leave it. It is a terribly written movie. It's literally plagiarism. That's probably going to be the name of this YouTube video. Go check us out on YouTube, at Ripe Avocados Podcast. Go check us out on anywhere you get your podcasts. Leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you like it. And we'll be back next Tuesday with another one. Until then, stay safe out there. Peace out.
Deuces.